I never thought it'd happen, but I woke up yesterday. I left out of Oklahoma, Stillwater, Oklahoma, yesterday or 2 days ago actually, and I got delayed yesterday. Ended up having to stay in Dallas Fort Worth, and got up this morning, got delayed again. That's why I didn't get to teach this morning. So it's been a long trip. But you know, the one thing I've learned over the years traveling all over the world is if I'm going to be delayed, I want to be delayed in the United States. I've been delayed in the world, out there in some other places in the world that was not good. I spent 3 days in Ukraine's, from Kiev, Ukraine airport, and it may have been my 3 worst days I've ever had. I was broke, didn't have any money, I lost all my money at the casino. I was about 19 years old, and I stuck it out 3 days without eating. Got off the plane, got home, put a little bit of weight back on. So, anyway, 2 days ago, I'm looking around and getting my stuff together. You know, I just decided I was going to spend quite a few of these months for myself to figure out what retirement was without wrestling. You know, I'm never going to be without wrestling, but I really needed to step away after 33 years as the head coach, and I really need to step away and see if I can do this. You know, because if I didn't think I was going to do it, I was going to go take a job in August. You know, so and I found out I could do it. You know, I went from 20 head of Angus cattle to 120. You know, and so I'm busy. I'm doing what I really love doing, being outdoors, working, sweating. It was a hot ass summer in Oklahoma this summer, and I mean, there were some days that I didn't think I was going to make it. You know, I felt like I was dehydrated, like I was wrestling again. So anyway, a couple days ago, I'm getting my stuff together. I'm all packed. I'm ready to go. I'm going to go do my first clinic since I've retired, and I realized I didn't have any wrestling shoes. I don't think I ever had to worry about that since I was 5 years old. And so I told my son, he's wrestling at Oklahoma State. I said, I need a pair of wrestling shoes. Bring me a pair home. I got to leave here in about 2 hours. So he brought me 8.5s, and I wear 9s. So. Anyway, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to have the opportunity to coach this weekend. I'm going to spend a couple sessions, I guess, today and then one tomorrow. Extending my trip out just to make sure that I do it right. So, where do we want to start at? There's a lot of areas. You know, one thing over the years, I've changed a lot. I've did some things that we needed to do as a program, I thought, you know, and a lot of you guys that are coaching, and those of you that are assistant coaches, I think it's harder to coach today than it's ever been. I think if you're going to have a good team, you're going to develop a good team, it takes more work. No doubt about it. I think the challenges, the struggles, kids are a little different, you know, that mean different. I don't mean different in a negative way, they're just different. They require more of your attention, you know. And especially in college today, I mean, what a great time to get out. So I have to mess with this stupid shit NIL. And I had to deal with it last year, and really I'm like, guys, I'm leaving. You guys take care of it. You know, this is your time. You know, and that's going to require some energy from coaches, to build, and it's going to require that your student athlete's going to need more attention. Okay, or what's going to happen? Somebody's going to get on the phone with him, call him, his buddy from his high school, and go, hey, if they're not treating you well, we got this, and this over here. So it's requiring. Is it healthy? No. It's not healthy. You know, is it a fact? Is it happening? Yeah, it's going to happen. Is it sustainable? No. You know, and so do I think, and this is all my opinion, you when I say is it sustainable, I mean, I don't know where it can go. Where does it go from here? It's a real challenge right now. And your head wrestling coaches, I think in all divisions, have a lot of challenge, a lot of weight on their shoulders. And they need to be young, and they have a lot of energy, and it's going to require it if you're going to be good. But it's no different for you as well. There's things that are required that's a little bit tougher than when I started coaching. There's no question. Okay, and what does that mean? We got to be a lot sharper on our administration. I wasn't a guy that, hey, I didn't cross the T's and dot the I's. I wanted to coach wrestling. That's who I was. Okay, so I had to have an assistant that knew how to cross the T's and dot the I's. I had to have a secretary that understood that, listen, I got ADD, and you're going to have to find me where I'm supposed to be, make sure I'm there. And so you need to be calling me 4 and 5 times a day. I'm thinking wrestling. Do you need that administrative side to you? Absolutely. You got to have practice plans. You got to be ready to go with practice. You got to utilize the most important hour that you have. Honestly, during my best days of my competition and my competitiveness, and when I was at my very best, I never worked out longer than an hour on the mat. Never. I mean, it was like, and I got a lot done in that 1 hour. Like boom, 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 boom. And I was out. It doesn't mean I didn't run in the mornings or didn't lift and didn't do some things or didn't go through but I could get it done. Can you do that? You got to be very organized. You got to know what you're doing. And so I think that those are the things that how can we, as coaches, and I think the success of a lot of programs right now has kind of squeezed that practice time down and getting as much as they can and a lot of energy out of it. But that energy starts with you. You can't have a bad day. If you have a bad day, you come in and show it, your team's going to have a bad day. You're going to be the person, not your best wrestler. You. Your best wrestler's not out here coaching. He's over there drilling, just like everyone else is. And so think about that. Think about that. And a lot of times, we do get tired. A lot of times we want to step away. Have somebody. There's nothing wrong. I hand my practices off quite a few times over the last 10 years. I don't think I did in my first 20 years, but the last 10, I handed it off a lot. But I had a lot of trust in who I was handing it off to. Like, we've got something done. I sat back and like, hey, I'm not sure that's not better than what I can do. I'm not sure that he didn't get more out of my team than I could have gotten today. And so that's the organization as a coach. You can step away and not be the greatest secretary in the world, but let me tell you, got to be organized in your practices, and that needs to start with you as a head coach or as an assistant. So what I'm going to cover in the next, what's my sessions? Give me a time frame.
Much time as you need, Coach. That's right.
Okay. All right. So